Hello and welcome to the Magenta show. This is going to be a show you're not going to want to miss because I have got the fabulous and artistic decorator, professional decorator on the guest seat today, and it's Anne Powell. Welcome, darling.
Oh, thank you. I'm so honored to be here today.
Excellent. So this is really important because today we're going to talk about something that we haven't yet discussed on the Magenta show, and that is the healing properties of color. And we're going to talk about whether decorating your home in certain colors affect you if you are recovering from an illness or you've just been diagnosed and you're in shock. You know, various stages of when things aren't going so well for you, and whether color has an important role to play. I think it does, and that's what we're going to talk about today. Yeah. So you want to be, remember guys, this is our audience out there, you know, unless you're sharing this post on your timelines and in groups, not just while we're alive today, but during the week, we can't get good, positive, educational messages like this into the world. So we are so heavily on Facebook broadcasting. We're so heavily reliant on you guys getting the information out there and helping us promote shows and information from guests like yourself. And of course, this is also a show that's about the audience. They get to pick whether they are drawn today. It's card week. Are you drawn to number 1, number 2, or number 3? Whichever one you're drawn to, at the end of the show, we're going to reveal which color card you've picked and give a little color therapy guidance, intuitive message for you. That's hopefully useful. We get a lot of feedback on this portion of the show where at the end of the show when we reveal colors and they go, oh, that's the one I was drawn to. And then after the show, people go, yep, that's what happened to me.
Yes, it resonated with them. It was exactly what they needed, right?
Did you watch last week's episode with Macaron where we drew a black dragon? Did you watch that one?
No, I didn't see that one.
I had a bottle and I'd chosen the black dragon, and a couple of days after the show, I walked into Home Depot and there was this huge big black dragon that you pushed a button and it made a noise. That was part of the Halloween new toys that are coming out for kids. But it was a huge big black dragon.
And how coincidental is that, right?
Exactly. Is that really coincidental or not? So we like to have stories like that. So if that happens to you guys, please let us know, all right? So remember, pick 1, 2, and 3 and share the show. We'd really love you to do that. Okay. So Anne, we met about a week ago. You came out and had a chat with me, and we were talking about your work with color. What sparked this whole process for you, where you started your home healing hues? Is that right? That is the name of your business?
Yes.
I gotta remember it.
See, Triple H.
Triple H. What had you start a business like that?
Well, I was always an interior decorator and I was always attracted to color, but it was when my friend was diagnosed with breast cancer and we changed the colors in her family room for her to come home to recover in a soothing color that I realized that healing was a big part of people and color was very powerful.
Wow. Okay. So what colors did you put in for her?
We went from a red family room that she had for a few years that we chose to a soft green, which is very relaxing and soothing for people. And
Okay.
It's good for the mind and body.
Good for the mind and body. So we have an expert here with us today, guys. So if you, audience out there, if you are thinking of changing the colors in your home and you're not sure what color to decorate in or what impact it will have on you, you please put in the comments box and Anne will come back and answer your questions after the show, all right? If you have questions, what color would suit you best? If perhaps you're ill or dealing or know people that are not feeling well right now, have been diagnosed with something, you know, quite life-threatening, and they're thinking that color could help them, please consult with Anne. That's what the show's about, is to share the information and to help you guys, all right, in the comments box. So I'm kind of interested to know, because you know we have this thing that says healer, heal thyself, right? So what are the colors in your home?
The colors in my home? Oh my gosh.
You didn't know I was going to ask you that, did you?
No. Well, let's just say the colors were in my home when I had I was the yellows and the reds and the greens.
Okay.
I would mix them on the calm, warm colors with the cool colors.
Okay. Is your family on board with all this color thing that you do? Do they like when you paint colors or?
Yes. So whenever someone would walk into the house, they'd be like, "Oh, this is beautiful," but they wouldn't put it in their home. But they liked to be able to walk in and see all the color and how it all flowed together. Because it's not as if I'm going to put So sleeping there's top 3 colors, but the number 1 color is actually blue. Mm-hmm. It actually gives you the most sleep. You know how we all need 8 hours sleep in our lives? So that actually gives us around 7 hours and 46 minutes. So the closest to 8 hours. And again, you want to more like a warm green, like a soft, soothing kind of green, like light green.
Like teal.
Or not green, sorry, blues. Light blue.
Blue. So you bring a bit of green in, which would be teal, turquoises, that kind of color.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Does that help? I mean, is your bedroom that color?
No.
What do you need to sleep?
I had green, which is in the top 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that was mine. Yeah.
Okay.
But again, when it comes to color, that's just the color too, and there's so much more that's involved in your sleep patterns and your habits, right? Yeah. So color is a big part of it, but then having a dark room to sleep in, not the sun coming in, and waking you up is all important. There's all these different things that are important.
Yeah. Because the darker your room, the more you create that cave-like restful space. So we put a blackout blind in ours to try and encourage sleep as well. Recently we redecorated our bedroom.
Yes.
And we changed one of the offices into a bedroom, so we had the opportunity to refresh our bedroom upstairs. And I gave Paul a choice. I said to him, well, these are the kind of beds I'm finding with the color headboards, and he immediately picked the blue.
Oh, isn't that funny?
And of course I'm like, I don't want color, I just want white. I like everything white.
Yeah, and then blue, and then
blue, the accents, right?
So pillows and everything.
And he was really determined this was going to be, and it was like a midnight dark blue.
Yeah.
And I have to tell you,
color.
since putting this color into the bedroom and not having the stark white and then all the just accents, has really improved my sleep.
Yeah.
I've I'm enjoying this.
So just amazing, hey, how it does actually work. Like you just don't even realize what the power of the color is going to do for you.
Of course, it tells me my husband doesn't get enough sleep if he's looking for blue, right? Because you instantly can diagnose what it is that when they pick the color, what the actual issue is.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so how do you do this as a business? I mean, how do you market yourself? Because as color therapists, one of the things we have is we can't go around saying color heals or we heal with color, because that kind of trips us into that ground where the medical profession gets a little bit irky, with us complementary and alternative therapists. And how do you market it? How do you say to people, hey, this is going to help you in some way? What is the language you use, or how do you communicate that to people? Because that is a challenge to market a businesses like ours.
Yeah. I don't know. I just speak to a lot of people, and as you speak to people, even just about color, and like you're on Facebook or networking or anything like that, and as you're speaking to people, it's funny how they realize that color is healing for them. So it's kind of like you're not even really telling them that, but you're telling them stories, and then they're kind of realizing wow, I didn't think of it that way, but I guess I am healing myself with colors, right? So you don't always have to market it in a way, but if you have examples or you're talking to people, then you can just say, and then they kind of think about it themselves too. So
I love that, because then what we're doing is we're not saying this color heals you, we're saying these are stories of people who've changed their colors. And they because they then add that color into their environment, it automatically has an effect on them. So we're actually not healing. It's just what we're teaching is that color does something for you. And if you choose a color, let's see what happens.
Yeah, so I'm pretty well there to guide people. I'm not there saying, okay, this is the color that you need in your room or anything like that. I'm there to guide them.
Oh, good. So you get them to choose.
Yes, and it's what resonates with them. And because something resonates with them, they need it.
Yeah.
Like you're saying, like your husband, he chose that blue, so he needed that for some reason, right? It's not like I'm saying, oh, you need a blue room. I'm suggesting that blue is the best color, but if that's not your color, then we don't have to put that in your room.
Yeah. So what is a really good color for a kitchen?
Definitely not reds or oranges and stuff like that, because it makes you eat more, which was probably one of my problems. I didn't realize that at the time, so I had no clue. But yeah, so actually yellow, believe it or not, that pretty color that you're wearing is a nice color for a kitchen.
Yeah, I had to say that I've never worn yellow on the shows.
And you look so pretty in it.
Oh, thank you. And I thought, I don't know why, but I have to wear yellow today. So there's a reason.
See,
right?
wear yellow, bright, sunny, that's what you think of, right?
We're having such good weather right now. There's lots of light here in Canada. It's really great. All right. Now, the room nobody likes to discuss is the bathroom and the toilet. Okay, I say bath. Maybe I'm very in South African accent. We say you bath in bottles. You know, you take a bath. In Canada, I had to learn to say you bathe in bottles. Yeah. So the bathroom.
The bathroom. You're like, what? That doesn't make any sense, right?
What colors do you put in where there's a toilet and a bath?
So believe it or not, what I do is people who are afraid of color, I say like a powder room or something is so small, that's where you put your punch of color.
Wow,
yeah,
really?
Because if you're afraid of color, you don't want it in that space that you live in or anything all the time, then put it in your powder room. Experiment. It's just like a bathroom. Just put it in there, and you know what I do? Orange a lot, like so many different colors.
Oh, that's amazing. All right. Okay, so let's move to. How, if you have an exterior wall color, I know these days we have a lot of this brick finish and, you know, but if you did paint your house on the outside, and do you take that in consideration, the color of the outside of the house, when you look at what they're going to have on the inside? Because is there a relationship between that?
No. Because really you have to think about it, that builder built the house. Yeah. So nobody chose those colors. So like, you know, if you have like a red brick and you hate red, we're not going to bring that color in because you're not going to like your home, right? Yeah. So I don't really relate it to that. Even people, when it comes to bedrooms, are always like, oh, you know, does the bedroom color have to go with the main color? And I'm like, no, it doesn't. These are separate rooms. It's not this open concept part. And that's rooms that you could actually close the door, right? So.
Okay, so besides color, what else are you passionate about in your life?
What else am I passionate about? I don't know. That's like a tough question now that you said that, because it's so funny that I'm just passionate about my job and people and the people that I work with. Like it took me years to find a job that I love and to be able to do and to work with people.
Self-employed and do it this way.
I was self-employed before, but I had employees, so I call it my me, myself, and I time now.
Me, myself, and I time.
I love it.
Yeah,
for now. So this is what's like healing for me. What's
the greatest challenge in being self-employed, doing your own thing? What is the thing? If I had a magic wand and I waved it and said, "Hey, we can, we can solve this problem for you," because I kind of want to have you pick a couple of color bottles and have a color conversation with you. What would be an issue or something that we could solve and help you and guide you with in your business?
The confidence to speak in front of a whole group of people versus one-on-one, because I can sell and I can talk to people one-on-one and I'm comfortable.
You're talking to a lot of people now.
All right. Hello, everybody. Sorry. Oops. Oh my gosh. Everyone's going to be laughing at this one when they do it.
Okay, yes. Okay. All right. So this.
Am I back to you now?
Yeah. So this is an issue for people. Is you have that confidence to speak one-to-one to somebody, but suddenly when you're on stage and you face a whole bunch of people, you know,
panic mode.
Panic mode. Weak
My
knees.
heart just like pounds, and I feel like when I'm speaking, it's like in my throat. But everyone else, it's almost like I feel it, but no one else says to me, like, "Oh man, my God, I couldn't understand anything you were saying." But the way I'm up there feeling, I'm like, "Oh my gosh."
Okay, pick a bottle. Any bottle on the wall behind you, and even the ones on the side you can pick from. Okay. Let's just pick a bottle and hone down on what the panic is, why your body does what it does. Okay. Let's first solve that problem.
Let's go with this one actually.
G35. So this is a bottle that has platinum on top and it has deep magenta at the bottom. It almost looks quite dark and moody.
Oh, one of my favorite colors.
Magenta, excellent. So here we sit with platinum on top of magenta, G35, and this is a bottle that in the color mirror system speaks about a platinum porthole. So part of the challenge I think you're having is you feel that what you have to say has to come from you. And what platinum does, and this portal energy does, is begin to channel the information. begin to have the information, just be guided to have your spirit speak the information through you, a higher wisdom speak through you. And it's almost like giving the power of your voice over to this higher consciousness, to allowing something that has no fear of speaking, that has more confidence to speak through you. So literally you become like a microphone, and you switch yourself on and you stand there and you do. We need to teach you a few techniques to breathe your I am presence there. But then when you open your mouth, things just come out.
Right.
That you don't have to be thinking of measuring your words or thinking about what it is you need to speak. That it literally is just something that flows through you rather than from you.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So it's about becoming a channel. Because platinum is something. Its color also relates to sounds. It relates to the voice. It relates to that communication that comes out. And platinum is a color that sits between the throat and the third eye. Okay. So this is that intuition linking with your throat and speaking through you rather than from you. Does that make sense?
Oh, it makes 100% sense.
But then the magenta underneath, which is the color of God's love or divine love, this is you're going to have huge trust that God's got your back when you stand up and speak. That all your spirit family, all the unseen forces, that is there to hold you, and you've got to have huge trust that when you open your voice, something's going to come out. And you're not going to be nervous about doing it.
Oh, wow.
Okay? But the magenta has there's this exercise that I was always taught by Melissa Jolly, and she's the founder and my spiritual mentor and teacher. And she taught me, and I've passed this on to all my students, and those of you who've been through our courses know how this works. It's an I am meditation. And actually it works with our magenta bottle, which I believe is somewhere here. Let's have a little look where it is. Metatron is, can you see it? Oh, there you go, you spotted it before me. So what we do is you spray this on your hands like that. It's a Metatron, it's magenta, and of course it's a magenta show, so we speak a lot about this magenta energy. You rub it, you breathe it in. So I'm going to do it with you right now. Breathe in. Okay, now close your eyes for me, and then feel that energy hit your solar plexus. And then what I want you to do is to take that Metatron magenta energy and push it from your solar plexus down your legs, out through the soles of your feet into the earth. And feel it traveling all the way to the center of the earth. Can you feel that, Anne?
Yes,
Just
I can.
push it down, good. And when it connects to the center of the earth, I want you to breathe up through your legs, back into your solar plexus. And as you breathe into your solar plexus, expand it and breathe in. I am.
I am.
Great. Now breathe it up into your heart chamber, and breathe into your heart and open up and breathe in. We are the I am. We are the I am. Good. Then breathe it through your throat, up into your third eye, into your crown, and then open and expand your crown like a lotus flower opening up. And allow that energy to flow out through your crown, connecting to the heaven where it's going to connect to all the information you need. And it goes up, and you can imagine that it's a silver star. You can imagine that it's all the information you've studied about color and decorating, whatever you imagine. Some big, huge wisdom, a pool of knowledge. Hook into it and bring it back down into your crown, back down through your third eye, your throat, your heart, your solar plexus, your base, all the way down your feet, so that information is freely flowing through your body. Okay, and then you open your eyes, and you know that next time you're on stage and you're going to open your mouth, that wisdom is just going to come through you.
Okay.
How did that feel?
It felt amazing. And I love the smell of it. So
it's a nice smell. So the I am energy is about I am a creator, I am God, I am powerful. It claims, it puts you in a space of authentic power, not personal power where you have to remember things with your brain.
Right.
It puts you into that space, out of ego, into authentic power. When you go into the heart and say, we are the I am, it says I'm ready to turn up and serve. Okay. So it's not about me trying to impress people with my knowledge, which is an ego-based way of doing talks on stage, but it switches you to authentic speaking, which says, and feeling, which is, I am here to help you.
Right.
Except now it's not about you anymore on stage. It's now about that person sitting in the room who might just have been diagnosed with cancer,
Right.
and doesn't know what to do next.
Okay.
And you are the person on stage saying, if you put a color in your room, it will help you. Does that make sense?
Oh, 100%.
So then it switches from you to them.
Okay.
Is that useful?
Yes, very useful.
Guys, audience, if you found this useful, please like it or comment on it. Let us know if this is an exercise you use and if it's something that you find will be useful for you.
Okay. Thank you for that.
Okay. I'll give you a little printout on how to do that after the show. I'll give you a little printout. All right.
Perfect.
Okay. So now let's assume that's what you're going to do and you're going to practice this energy.
Yes.
What's going to happen next in public speaking? Is there anything else that we can help you with? I'd like you to pick another bottle, Anne.
Okay.
Bottle 13, so that's a violet bottle. It's normally violet and lilac at the bottom, but this color keeps changing on me lately. It's gone to like a pale blue color.
Yeah, that's what I was. Okay.
Yeah, it's normally very violet. Okay, so here it says that you need to engage with more public speaking gigs. The reason being because the number 13 is the clue here. 13 is the leader of the group. You know, whenever this number comes up, I talk about King Arthur had 12 knights of the round table and he was the 13th member, the leader.
Okay.
So this is about putting yourself forward more for speaking gigs, putting yourself forward for organizations and talking to them. So I would encourage you to go to support groups for various ailments that people are diagnosed with, and associations, or any charity even, and say, hey guys, if you would like a speaker at your next event, at your annual general meeting,
Right.
or when you have a social gathering or a charity fundraising event, if you'd like me to come and speak about color, I'm available, and this is how you can contact me.
Okay.
All right. So you want to be putting yourself forward for that, so that you stand up in front of groups and do the healing. Violet, of course, is that spiritual communication. It's that spiritual healing.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
Does it scare you?
No, because I knew that that's what I have to do in order to get out there. You have to practice, right? So,
Yeah.
so I know. I have approached home shows instead of actually doing the home show with the booth. I've actually approached them more to do the speaking now versus the actual booth. So
doing
I find
the
if people
booth,
have the knowledge by me speaking, it's a lot better than.
Yeah. Because if you're at a booth and you're exhibiting, you're speaking to one person, and when you're on stage, you have
You're
the
just
whole
getting
group,
it,
but
yeah.
you're saying the same thing. You're saying to one person.
I know.
Right? But with your I am
It's just
energy, the
yes,
nerves will
it's the
calm
comfortable
down.
and exactly. So
Yeah. All right. Okay.
So
What
lots of
else
help.
would you like to know? What else is nervous or you'd like to talk about that's to do with this public communication?
Well, I guess originally it was more about the writing, but like you said, instead of writing about it, it's more flowing through me versus that. So now, if that happens, then I don't have to stress upon all the writing and what I'm going to talk about and everything like that, right?
Yeah.
So
Well, that same I am exercise applies to whether you're public speaking or whether you're writing. Because whenever I start my writing, I spray Metatron, and I take
That's
a deep
true,
breath, and I
yeah.
go, what do you want me to write about, universe? Just use me as
That's
a tool.
true.
I'm an instrument, all right?
Mm-hmm.
What kind of writing would you like to do?
I would like to write a book even on the power of color so people can understand how it does work within healing.
Okay, pick a bottle.
A bottle.
Wowza, that's beautiful. That is 18. And this is a bottle that says we're going to end the conflict between spirituality and materialism.
Okay.
So that's that bridging that we do that says you can speak about the work you do in a spiritual manner. So this is a book that you can actually, you can bridge that conversation. It's not just, this is a book about decorating colors.
Right.
This is a book about what colors are good for you for sleep. This is about why it's good for you from a spiritual point of view as well.
Oh,
so
perfect.
it puts in the emotional and spiritual information with the book. So this is going to be a groundbreaking piece of work.
I'm glad all these bottles will help me That's exciting.
Yes, so research, study spiritual psychology would be my advice to you, is really get to understand what the spiritual psychology of it is, and understand, and then I think I can actually see it. It's quite a big book with beautiful pictures in it, and the colors and the knowledge, and I can see you doing that. And I'm seeing that it's a hardcover book. And that you get that piece of paper, they flap over the front of it. I can see that little flap in the little. So it's gonna take you 3 years to do.
Oh, I can imagine. It's not something that's going to come. No, I know.
Because there's some studying and some experimentation, case studies, testimonials to build up. So in 3 years' time, I think you're going to be ready to really sit and go, okay, now we're going to make this book a reality. So there's first the initial groundwork that needs to be done. Does that make sense?
Yeah, all the research and everything, for sure.
Yes, yeah.
Everything is a 5-year plan, and nothing happens overnight, and at least I have that in my mind. I know that, so that's good. So
but it'd be good for you to begin visualizing it now.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because when I was watching me and Andy, you had said to him about write all the chapters.
Yes.
And I just was like, are you serious? I actually just did that with the book Color of Power.
Wow.
When you said that to him, I was just like, wow, I can't believe you just said that to him, because I actually I couldn't write, so I was like, okay, I'm just going to do the chapters.
That's right. You start the blueprint, and when you put the blueprint there, the gaps gets filled in, and it will be channeled. It will come through you. It will be a part of it will be your physical material experience about color, and part of it's going to be the spiritual information that's going to come through. So it's going to be an awesome book.
Oh,
and I wish you all the best for that.
Now.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be back way before then. And then I'll be able to promote it. Tell people about it.
Excellent. All right. Well, my darling, which one is the one that stands out the most for you out of the three you've picked here today?
It's actually this one, the very first one.
Yeah. The G35 Platinum and Deep Magenta. Well done. All right. So how we normally say to people is that to calm the nerves and everything we've been discussing, to activate your I am, to speak through you, to activate your channel mode, and to begin the process of the book, to step up as a leader in 13, that would be a really great bottle to bathe in. And how you do it is you just pour little bits into a bath over a period of 2 to 3 weeks, and soak in the tub. If you're a shower person,
yes, I was just going to ask that.
Yeah, rub it on your body, all right?
Oh, okay.
And use it like a body oil, and just allow the color and the frequency to go in, because it changes your magnetic force field, it changes your aura, it changes your systems, and you attract different things, higher vibrational things.
Yes, yes. So I look forward to using that for sure.
Excellent. Oh, we want feedback. We want to know what happens. Yes. Okay. So we're going to keep track of you.
Okay.
And see what happens. Okay. All right. So viewers, thank you so much if you've been sharing the show and you continue to share the show. We really appreciate it. But it is now time to give them their little color reveal for the week, the color pick of the week. So we're just going to move your bottles out of the way here. If you picked number 1, you have gone and picked the card that Michael, our producer, has picked for the week, all right? And it is Platinum Angel. So for those of you who've picked the number 1 card, Platinum, isn't it a beautiful image?
It is. Angel? Look at all those beautiful colors.
It's called the Oneness Card. And Platinum Angel this week is about you looking at where have you separated yourself with a belief or a judgment from your family, from friends, from inviting romance into your life. Where are you still isolating yourself and not allowing other people to connect with you? So this is going to be a week where I challenge you to go on a date. I challenge you to phone a family or connect with a family member that you haven't spoken to in a long time. Okay, I know that could be challenging if it was a bit of drama there, but I want you to work on forgiveness, and I want you to work on reconnecting and just inviting new people into your life, or reconnecting with ones that you've kind of had been separated from. Okay, maybe even a friend. All right, so you want to be reconnecting with somebody you haven't connected with in a long time, because the Platinum Angel's there to remind us that we're all one family. I hope that's a good message for those of you who picked number 1. For those of you who picked number 2, you have got Turquoise Dragon, and this is my pick of the week. Turquoise Dragon, the future. So like myself right now, I'm in a month where I'm having to look at reevaluating my business plan, putting new ideas into place, and we've been doing myself and my staff been doing research on an online academy. So the Turquoise Dragon says we need to, and this is what you need to do, those who number 2, is really sit and think about what your future looks like. Have a visualize and sit and ask this turquoise color dragon to come in and talk to you. It's a bit of channeling mode that you go into.
Yes.
Allow it to inspire you. You know, even though it's like a mythical creature, it's the intention of saying, hey, I would like to know, what does my future look like? What do I need to put into place to make things happen? So it's a bit of research as well. Turquoise encourages you to do research for the future. So what I like about what you said about your book is you don't have the book yet, but you've got the chapters.
Right.
That's working on the future to start manifesting the book. So it's that kind of thing. Put some blueprint ideas into place, okay? It's like I've got an online academy coming, but I don't know when it's going to be launched at this stage because we're still researching which platform we want to use, and we're testing out a few things, and we're going to do we've planned the first series of videos that we're going to do. You need to be planning in this week, okay, guys? Those of you pick number 2, do some research towards the future as well. I hope that's useful. And then those who picked number 3 have picked your one, and it was so funny when she picked this one. It's the Yellow Angel Joy, and I was wearing yellow.
Yes, that was just
you couldn't resist.
No.
So how do you feel looking at that yellow color? Focus your intellect. Do you like it?
Oh yeah, I love it. All the colors of these cards are so beautiful.
Okay, so let's have a look what the yellow card says in the little booklet that comes with the this is a little booklet that comes with the pack of cards. Are you stressed because there's a test or exam coming up? Are you facing decisions and feeling confused about the choices on offer? This mental stress has an impact on your stomach and often felt as butterflies. The Yellow Angel will help you with your studies, help you to remember the information, and settle the nervous feeling in your solar plexus. Yellow is the color that helps you to analyze and focus your mind clearly. The Yellow Angel will help clear any confusion and fear that you feel right now. You are bright and highly intelligent.
Wow.
Sometimes we need to be reminded about that.
Yes.
You are bright and highly intelligent. You have the ability to find unique ways to solve problems and have strong leadership skills. I hope you heard that, viewers. So those who pick number 3, write down your ideas and thoughts and open up to opportunities to share them. Balance your work time with serious play time.
This card's perfect for me.
And you will stay relaxed enough to invent and action your brilliant new idea. So I hope that's useful.
Yes, I love it.
So for those of you who picked number 3 with Anne, you know the story. If you've only tuned in later in the show, go back and watch the story right from the beginning, and you'll understand why that card is important for those of you who picked number 3. If you have ideas, you're feeling mentally stressed or tired, and you're nervous about new ideas, new business, or trying new things like public speaking and writing, the yellow is going to be very useful for you. Was it okay?
It was perfect. I loved it.
You like?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay. So you're going to keep us updated to how this book evolves and how the study evolves.
Yes.
And
how my G35 does when I bathe in it.
And how G35 does when you bathe in it. Yep, it's going to be that one. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much, Anne, for being on the show.
Thank you for having me.
It's so nice to talk color to somebody that also loves color.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, and thank you, Michael, for doing an excellent job as usual in producing. Thank you for tuning in. Remember, share, share, share. Thank you, angels.